All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. It's another video that was posted 20 hours ago on RT America, and this goes in to Revelation, the 12th chapter, 7 through 9, stating, there was war in heaven. Now, that scripture hasn't happened yet, but it has happened, and I'm going to explain. I forgot, and particularly the scripture that the war in heaven goes into is a precept. And basically, war in heaven, there was war in heaven. The scripture is twofold because, what's the scripture? It's I believe it's in Matthew's, the book of Matthew's, when was it Matthew's? Yeah. One of the disciples, not disciples, one of the Pharisees that came up, Nicodemus. Yeah, Nicodemus had came up and asked the Lord, I think it was at nighttime, he asked the Lord, when shall the kingdom of heaven come? And the Lord was like, basically, the kingdom of heaven don't come with observation, when somebody saying, here's the kingdom of heaven, or here it comes. It's something you're not going to physically see or know exactly when it's going to happen, but you have signs like the prophecies, of that the kingdom of heaven was going to come. So basically, after he said that, he said, the kingdom of heaven is within you. So the kingdom of heaven, and there was war in heaven, that refers to the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Mexicans, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians. All right, and you have Israel that's scattered around the world. So war in heaven refers to us being taken down as a nation, or us being gunned down, by the cops, and so forth. Dealing with the governments of this world, because the whole world is against Israel, the real nation of Israel. And so yeah, the war in heaven, it deals with our people, and the war in heaven is about to happen. Meaning, Satan, when it goes into the Michael, the archangel, with it dealing with him and the Lord, they're going to come back in so-called UFOs, okay? That's why they have an extraterrestrial defense. They know that the Lord is going to come back, but they're going to try to fight against him. They're not going to try it. They are going to do it. They're going to be scared and still fight, but yet there's fight, And so Satan, the so-called white man, his militaries, though you have blacks and so forth in the military, and Mexicans, you have Israelites in the military, don't matter. The overall person that's calling shots, that control militaries, is so-called white people. And maybe you have, well, not maybe, but you have other nations that are along with him, but he's the ringleader of the armies of this world, the governments of this world. So this is what's going on, or this is what's going to happen. Also in the last days, it was war in heaven. They're going to call themselves shooting at the Lord when he comes back in so-called UFOs, because those are in the Bible too. And you can read the first chapter of, I believe it's the first chapter of Ezekiel. When it talks about the wheel in the middle of a wheel, it looks like amber, orange fire, going into the brightness of it, and I've seen them before, and I made a video on that. So, and that's what the Lord went up in when they said that he went up in the cloud, No, the chariots of the Most High, they use clouds to cover themselves up to not conceive but conceal themselves. So this is what's going to happen. War in heaven. This is it. This is what's coming also. So yeah, Revelation is the 7th chapter. Slakia. Revelation, the 12th chapter, 7 through 9 verse. And the scripture is twofold. War in heaven represents the Israelites being taken down through history and even today. Which again, the real Israelites are you so-called blacks, Latinos, Mexicans, Native and Seminole Indians, and our people that are scattered around the world that are facing the same judgment or the same curse, and it's not a thing dealing with skin color with us, because you're going to have Israelites that look straight up like white men or Japanese man, a woman, that's how the Lord, that's how he do his work. It's not particularly about skin color. It's about your spirit, whose people are you really, up under your skin. You know what I mean? So this is it. War in heaven is coming. This is the scripture. This is the scripture. It's war in heaven. All right. This is the primary scripture. And also, too, like I said, or like what we teach, also Israel. All right. Shalom.